So let's talk about the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max durability issues. And I use air quotes with that because I really don't believe in the whole durability issue thing because let's be honest, these phones are made out of metal and glass. Now, yes, Apple will advertise that they have, the stronger glass on the front and the back and ceramic shield. And yes, there has been evidence to show that the glass has gotten stronger over time. And, yes, Apple did go from titanium back to aluminum. Titanium is stronger, better than aluminum. So, is there a little bit of a dip in durability? Yes. But is it really a quote unquote issue? No, it's not. You know what the real issue is? The issue is that you have people out there marketing these phones, sometimes tech creators, publicists, and stuff like that. You have people out there that, for whatever reason, they don't believe in putting cases on their phones at all. And then they take a case and say, no case. They take a phone like this and somehow magically, I don't know, maybe purposely, accidentally, on day one, they'll take an iPhone and they'll drop it on the ground within like 5 minutes of opening the box. How they are doing this, I have no idea. Day one, day two, day three is when you see the most amount of drops, most amount of damage that you will see on an iPhone that you can possibly find. And they're dropping them on concrete. Most of the time, the damage is consistent with outdoor concrete. Concrete, that's like the sidewalk. The same sidewalk, if you were to take your hand and rub your hand on it, it's pretty much like sandpaper. Dropping it on asphalt, dropping it on these super hard, ridiculous, abrasive surfaces. And oh my goodness, if a scuff or a scratch appears, look at what happened to my phone. I'm such a victim. Can you believe this? Apple, how could you do this to us? And here's the thing, like if you go throughout history, this has been a quote unquote issue ever since as far back as I can remember, even going back to the the iPhone 4 or the 5 or the 6 or the 7. Anytime you take an aluminum bodied phone and you drop it and it lands on its side on the ground, you're going to have a scruff. Your scuff, dent, scratch, whatever you want to call it, there's going to be some sort of cosmetic damage, okay? These phones are really designed to be almost like jewelry to a certain point. Now, yes, once again, Apple does market their durability, but they're real careful about their marketing when they talk about the glass. When you see like these drop tests or durability tests, they're not really dropping them on the ground, okay? And then we've seen enough durability tests done by independent researchers and YouTubers and stuff where they drop these things on the ground that there's damage, okay? Now, sometimes somebody will drop this thing on the ground and there's no damage. And everybody like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Yo, that's just luck, okay? There will be some random occurrence that happens where you drop a phone on the ground and nothing happens to it. Then there's other times where you drop a phone and it lands in the right spot to shatter the entire back screen, or your phone bounces a couple of times and now you got 4 or 5, scuffs on the phone. Once again, we have a very simple answer for this. We've had this answer for years. Put a damn case on your phone. It's not that hard. You take a case, you put it on, and boom, there you go. You're using it outside. It's going to protect your phone. Now, you may have somebody say, well, I don't want to use a case. It's going to ruin the aesthetic. I want people to see what my phone looks like. You have options. You have clear cases. Okay. You want everybody to see what color your phone is? Put a damn clear case on. Straight up. Like, it will protect your phone. There's plenty of clear cases out here that even if they yellow in a couple of months, you could rotate those things out the same way y'all pay monthly for Apple Care and this, that, or whatever to protect your phone. If you really, really, really do care about the durability of your phone. If you don't care, if you want to rock a case and you're just like, hey, I dropped my phone, it cracked, I don't care, I want to keep using it, I'm going to put a piece of tape on and keep on going. Hey, go do you. That's your freedom of choice or whatnot. That's your product. But the people who basically know that this stuff is going to happen and it happens, and then they run to the internet to complain about their $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 purchase, and they're unwilling to spend 10, 20, 30 bucks on a case to even try to protect the thing. I just lose it at that point. At that point, it's just engagement. It's a news article. It's just something else to talk about because it's going to get a whole bunch of views, and then nobody's going to care about it 2 weeks from now. This whole durability situation is at its height because it's within the first 2 weeks of this phone selling. But like I said, you have the answer. Put a case on the phone. I don't know how many times I need to say it. Is this a PSA thing? Is this a common sense thing? But at the same time, I think that maybe that this stuff that is happening, these are all just edge cases, but they get blown up. These are things that it doesn't affect the mass market of people because, in my opinion, most people put cases on their phones. I went to the Apple store this weekend. I stood in line and the line was going out the store and there was like 40 people there. Every single person had a case on their iPhone, whether if it was a 16 or a 15 or a Pro Max or a Pro this or even an older phone. Everybody had a case. There was even a guy that was using his phone and somehow he dropped his phone, maybe being clumsy. I don't know. It hit the ground, it bounced. He picked it right up, brushed off the side of the case, and didn't even think about it. He wasn't sitting there like, oh no, my precious screen. The durability on this sucks. No, he put a case on there. Okay. So this whole durability thing is kind of a wash. And most of these durability cases are the most extreme cases that I've seen. You got people durability testing phones. You have other people that were just unlucky, didn't have a case on their phone, dropped it, and it broke. Go take anything else in your house, okay, that is made out of metal and glass, and go drop it on the ground and tell me what the results are. Scuffs happen, scratches happen. Now, the only other thing I got to really talk about with this whole durability thing is the quote unquote, the paint or the anodization process, this, that, or whatever. And I will say this. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. These have been things that have happened before in the past. Okay. We've seen smudges. We've seen scratches. People, for whatever reason, will put their phone in the same pocket as their keys and expect absolutely nothing to happen with their phones. Right? Metal on metal, I expect nothing to happen. And for those of you who've been around for a while, you know that something's going to happen. There's no way you can take these pristine, pretty looking devices and have them rubbing up against coins and this and that or whatever. And it's not just an iPhone issue. The same thing has happened to Samsung in the past. It's happened to Pixels. Okay. If somebody is rough enough on a phone, it is going to happen. But, you know, am I blaming the user here, this, that, whatever? Okay. Maybe I'm going a little bit too far. Okay. If this is still an issue for you, don't buy the phone. If aluminum is an issue for you, don't buy the phone. Go back, get a 16 titanium. Okay. They're real cheap. They're half off, this, that, whatever. But this whole durability thing is just blown out of proportion. And like I said, watch a week or two from now, no one's going to be talking about it. Nobody's going to be complaining about it. All the posts are going to disappear. And then we're going to be looking at hey, this is my 2 weeks later. This is my month later. Oh, hey, what's the new iPhone going to even look like? But honestly, like I said, just don't let influencers sell you on a dream. The fact that, like I said, there's all these people that advertise running around without a case. Even though Apple advertises people running around without a case and not using a case, they sell cases. I don't know how else to say this. Even though that their cases really aren't that great, it's something. It's some sort of protection. Okay. If you guys need cases, if you need to figure out who to buy a case from, go check out Technically T. Okay. I put his link down in the description of this video. Go check out his channel. That dude makes videos every single day about cases. Okay. You can find all types of cases that can protect your phone, cases that look pretty, cases that accessorize and do other things and all this or whatever. But like I said, it makes no excuse for people to be complaining about durability on these phones when you're just straight up just not even treating them right. So I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.